Hi friends, this is the math lesson for second grade. This is Unit 6, Lesson 3. We are going to be comparing numbers today. Now we've done this before, but this time our numbers are going to be bigger. So you have to be careful because it can get confusing. This first page is not super confusing, but you'll see what I mean on the next page. Please make sure that you watch the Brain Pop video called Comparing Numbers in Canvas. It is a review. We've watched it before, but I want you just to make sure that you get a good review and you are ready to take on this lesson. So if you did not watch the Brain Pop yet, please pause the video and go do that now. So what we're going to do is we are going to be comparing three-digit numbers on page 267. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the symbols less than, greater than, or equal to compare those numbers. Now remember that you can kind of remember it like an alligator, that the open spot of the symbol is going to go towards the bigger number. It wants to eat that bigger, more delicious number. So when we have numbers to compare, if they have the same number of places or place values, so there's hundreds, tens, and ones, hundreds, tens, and ones, all you have to do is look at the very first number. So all of these have three digits in each of the numbers. So our comparing on this page is going to be pretty simple. You're going to look at the hundreds count of each of them, decide which one is larger, and then draw your symbol. So for number 1, our symbol is going to be the less than symbol. It wants to eat the 735 because it is bigger. So this reads 635 is less than 735. Let's go ahead and do a few more together, and then I will send you on your way. Number 2, we have 527, 527. It is very easy to see that these two numbers are completely the same, right? They have a 5, a 2, and a 7, and a 7. So these two numbers are equal. Let's do number 3 and number 4 together, and then I will let you practice them on your own. So for number 3, we have 820, 518. The 8 is bigger than the 5, so we will use the greater than symbol. So 820 is greater than 518. Now, the reason I wanted to do number 4 together is you will see in just a moment that the 3's are the same. Does that mean our number is the same? No. 327 is very different than 372. So since my hundreds are the same, I have to look at my next number. My next number is a 2 and a 7. So out of those two numbers, which one is bigger? That's going to be my bigger number. So my 7 is bigger than my 2, so I'm going to draw the symbol that looks like that, which is the less than symbol. So we have 327 is less than 372. If you are ready to try through 5 through 10 on your own, please pause the video and do that now. Number 5, we have 975, 987. My 9's are the same, so I'm going to look at my next number. I know that my 8 is larger, so I have to do the less than symbol. So 975 is less than 987. We have 321 versus 567. I can see that my 5 is bigger in my hundreds, so again, the less than symbol. Number 7, we have 267 in 267. You can hear it when you say it. You can see it when you look at it, that both these numbers are the same, so they need an equal sign. Number 8, we have 271 versus 172. They're trying to trick you by switching around the numbers, but you can't be tricked. I know it. So we have a 2 versus a 1, and that means that the 2 is greater. 271 is greater than 172. Please pause the video and try the last two on your own. All right, my friends, we know that the 6 is greater than the 5 and that the 7 is greater than the 5 right here. So they both get the greater than symbol. All right. Mr. Puzzle Penguin has a problem. He says 35 is greater than 245. I know that 3 is greater than 2. Did I make a mistake? Well, remember when I told you that since they have the same number of digits, all you had to do was look at the first number. But, so that's what Puzzle Penguin did. But 35 does not have 3 digits. It is missing that hundreds town. So this is actually a 0. So when you fill in that missing 0, which is bigger, 0 or 2? So Puzzle Penguin, sorry dude, you got to flip your sign. 245 is greater because it has 2 hundreds and 35 has none. It wants us to draw the boxes, sticks, and circles to help. So let's go ahead and do that. And you can easily see that when you draw those boxes, sticks, and circles, that this number is by far much greater. All right, turn your paper over. Here's where things get a little complicated. Now we are comparing numbers that don't have the same number of digits. Some of them do, but if you look at number 23 and number 16 and number 12, those ones could be a little tricky. I'm going to encourage you to do this entire page on your own. Be careful when you get to 12, 16, and 23. Don't get tricked like Puzzled Penguin. So you're going to fill in the correct signs for 12 through 23. And then at the bottom, you have some adding and some subtracting to do. Make sure you show your new groups when you're adding, and make sure you show you're crossing out your ungrouping when you are subtracting. Go ahead and complete 12 through 23. Then press play on the video to check your answers, and then you can finish the page. Please pause the video. All right, my loves, let's see how you did. So number 12 was one that could have been tricky, but you guys are way too smart. So we know that 620 versus 62. I'm missing my third digit, so that is a 0 right there. Now, it's easier to see which one is larger, 6 or 0. And the answer is my 6. So there's your symbol, greater than. Number 13, we have 3 digits, a 5 versus a 1. My 5 is bigger. Number 14, 852 and 852. Those are the exact same number. 854 and 984. I have an 8 versus a 9. The 9 is bigger. Number 16, I have 71 versus 315. Again, 3 digits, 2 digits. So we have to add in that extra 0. So I know that my 3 is larger than the 0, which means that this one is greater. So we have 71 is less than 315. Then we have 357 versus 218. My 3 is larger than my 2, so I have the greater than symbol. 418 versus 387. I know 4 is greater than 3. 582 versus 501. I know that the 5 is greater than the 4, so there's my less than symbol. Number 20, we have 359 versus 359. We get an equal sign. Those are exactly the same number. 376 versus 476. So close, just off by 100. I know my 4 is greater than my 3. And then we have 291 versus 191. The 2 is greater than the 1. And last but not least, don't get tricked. We have 333 versus 9. This one is actually having 2 zeros in front. Definitely smaller. All right, go ahead and, pause the video, do your adding and your subtracting, and when you are done, you may press play and check your answers. All right, friends, let's do this. If it's easier to write these up and down, go ahead. You don't have to show your new groups when they are written side to side. We have number 24 is 42. Number 25 is 83. Number 26 is 16. We have 19 plus 60, which is 79. No new groups. 35 plus 42, which is 77. Also no new groups again. 7 plus 3, which is 10. One new group. 1 plus 2 plus 7 is 10 for an answer of 100. We have 58 plus 4, which is 12 with a new group. And then we have 6 for our tens term, so 62. Now switching gears to subtraction, we have 100 minus 52. So we are going to ungroup everything. And we are left with 48. We have 98 minus 35. We get 63. 83 minus 78. I can't do 3 minus 8, so I go next door, cross off the 8, change it to a 7, and bring back 10. 13 minus 8 is 5. 7 minus 7 is 0, so you can just leave it as the 5. And 71 minus 35. 1 take away 5, I can't do it. Go next door, cross off the 7, change it to a 6, and bring back 10. 11 minus 5 is 6, and 6 minus 3 is 3 for an answer of 36. All right, my friends, great job today. Make sure that you watch that brain pop called Comparing Numbers, and don't forget to do your Think Central. I'll see you later.